Today, because it's the afternoon, we're going to be doing more side quests. We're about to be ready for role quests. And, what else? Guild leaves in one level. So, yeah, let's get to it. Camp Overlook may well be an island. The roads ain't worth plopping a supply train on unless you like to, don't know, feed kobolds or something. So anything that needs getting there, they go by balloon. The ups and ups not what it's cut out to be though. Got them corridors what try and muck with the balloon. Sure would appreciate them being, don't know, dead or something. I just stand here and look for this supply balloon. Tain't the food what's short, but the fresh meat. Meat's important to a body on account of we being made of it or something. I like Augustine. He's weird. Okay. Oh, they're also part of my hunt quest. Nice. Or some of them are. Are they? An interrupt doesn't do shit. I'm gonna take that off the thing as soon as I get, like a little free space left. First thing to go. You saw to them condors, core, that's a shiny piece of news. The balloon gets around, you know, and that's important in war. It goes one place then the next, like, wish eyes a balloon, tell the truth. Some of them that's comrade to me scare the drawers off of me. Wild about fresh meat they are, like to kill ye for it. Grocers they used to be, I hear. I need to eat my food. Should I eat my food? I always forget to eat my food. Okay. Glad I held on to that. Alright. Oi, you. Yeah, you, the honey-faced one with all the buckles. I've got a job for ye. I need some raptor claws, but the pissant gave me so much trouble that I clean forgot what I was killing them practical like. Got mad, bashed their heads in, and walked away whistling. The carcasses be lying around somewhere near. Got a fear of my arrows through them. Fetch me the claws, my wild rose, and I might be back in that practical mood. And oi, one more thing. You see those arrows of mine, bring back the heads. It's easy enough to filch an arrow, but arrowheads don't grow on birds. What's that, honeysuckle? You got a question for me? Okay. I see. Have to be somewhat. Oh, sweet thing, get me claws and arrowheads. Appreciate it, dear heart. Why the long face? Oh, you think we're that low on supplies? Listen, Crumpet, the kobolds can't leave metal be, and we throw at them even arrowheads. Back to their burrow it goes and smelt it into new arms. So the orders are, give him no metal, make arrowheads out of claws, chert a bit of the cook's gingerbread, and haul back any steel or bronze arrowheads. Comes natural like to us seafaring folk, you know. We be scrimpers. My mama told me before I went to sea, girl, you're as strong as a horse, fast as a snake, and brave as the whole company of heroes put together. But your sister, the clever one of the family, leaving the thinking to others. But there's no leaving anything to anyone else out there, here. So I was thinking, how's about we tame some curls? They rip through kobolds. Just go out there, tire out a curl, and catch it with this big sack. You got the figs for that, I bet. I'll bet. Oh, I'm no good at catching. I get too wild, and before I know it, it's all killed or spent. I feel you. No, sweet thing, this one needs your touch. It's all on the wrist, it's all on the mic. You wanna test me? These things, okay. I just remembered I'm supposed to catch them. I'm just like her, I swear to God. Brain just went on autopilot. Okay, no dots because I don't want them to die. I imagine Beastmaster is gonna be like this. You just capture the monster and train it, right? That's what I want anyway. Cause that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. Hey, good looking. Catch my curl yet? Alright, a real damn curl. Wait till I tame this thing. The kobolds ain't gonna know what hit them. We won't won't know, cause they'll all be in pieces. Now, how am I going to tame this thing? How's it done the usual, like, do you just sit on him or talk to him? Alright. Less, unless you count the dailies there. Where you can't do those. What's in my 40s, man? The commissary is finally receiving a shipment this morning. That should make things a bit easier around here. The brass sent me a fresh, warm water trout. Biggest I've seen, the privilege of command, eh? But I can't rightly eat it myself. My 3 best scouts haven't had anything like real food in weeks. They're out finding paths and breaking cobalt skulls every day. So I'm gonna ask you to grill that fine trout and serve it to them. It does go faster, okay. I'm gonna use that for everything. Besides battle, because it doesn't work in battle. I see why it could be abused so easily. This ain't getting easier, going day after day, especially with that smell of fish grilling. What's this now? The commander had you grill it up for us? Oh ho, look at that size of that thing. But next time, give us a suckling pig. Oh fuck you too. I am steel, hear me, you mole bastards, I am steel. The commander sends a plate, eh? Smells good. I usually like beef, hot and bloody, but this'll do for a snack. The 12 watch over me, and if I should perish before this day is over, may I take as many of the enemy as I've known doxies. Trout, bah, I'd have fancy for a fat hen. There are 4 things I like. A bit of petticoat, a mug of sour beer, a leg of fowl, and a whole lot of dead kobolds. Greetings, adventurer. Here to learn the ways of the elite mark hunter, I take it. Oh. Good nose there, though. Ah, that's my boys. No respects except where it counts. Mark my words, soon as your back was turned, all 3 fell to and swore 'twas the best thing they ever tasted. We're a crew, you hear me? Them that's here, them that's gone, them that's eating their heart out at Bronze Lake. the red swallows do for each other, and Ifrit never takes the hindmost because there ain't ever anyone left behind. Don't let the looks fool you. The kobolds make a bad enemy. They've forgotten more about smelting and alchemy than some of the lot on our side I've ever known. All that matters is the kobolds can make golems, and war's a tyrant thing that kicks down the door between can and do. You know about the ancient golems up in the floating city of Nim. The scouts tell me the moles are gathering material in the ruins. Once they make more golems and send them against us, we're as good as done. I got no men to spare, and you're not the worst I've seen. Put a stop to their shopping trip before it starts raining golems. Here's how this water's going to run. You'll find a golem, get its soul stone. You'll put that on a likely spot as bait and put an end to any kobolds that show up. And here, take these bottles of water. My boys told me they didn't like the look of the kobold's armor, but you know alchemy, it'll wash. I'm glad little Gabru's well again. The fighter he is, I always knew he'd pull through. But to think that I'd live to see the day when we forge peace with the kobolds. That said, there's still plenty of less than friendly factions out there, so we can't lower our guard just yet. A little bit of whiplash. It's quite the elaborate death animation. I like it. So lucky I dodged. The unbreakable has been broken. Okay. Sweetly done, adventurer. We won't have to look out over our shoulder for an enemy army of golems now. Risking little blood now saves wallows of it later. Nice, keep them coming. Well met, yo. Thanks for the other times. You're not soft. I'll give you that. I've got a job that needs a hard last to kill. Searching for cobalt scouts. My boys say there are at least 3 of them somewhere on the hill. You can handle yourself, can't you? put a glass on you as soon as I heard there was fighting. I had you pegged for a Hellcat. Sure you don't want to give up the road and join us here? There's enough kobolds to go around. There's something a touch familiar about those kobolds you saw too. I've seen some what moved that way before. I could swear to it. It'll come to me if we have even that much time. I've been racking my brain over those scouts you slew, and now I remember where I last saw them. They belong to that cursed priest. The priest, the leader of the Kobolds' 129th Order. The only lot to ever make it past our sentries and into this camp. This camp's supposed to be like a ship. You might get a broadside, but you'll see it coming. You're supposed to be safe here, but it wasn't safe that night, and one of mine almost died. A young swallow new made, easy pickings for the moles. They slipped in on a rainy night, and when it was over, we found Blue Blagaball had been he'd been lying out in the rain, and there were rills the color of roses running off of him. I hadn't kept him safe in his own camp, see? So those sawbones had to save him. I have amends to make. The priest's got to die. If the priest is here, that means there's cobalt bombs nearby. When the 129th retreats, they go in fire and thunder. That's their way. You go to the bombs and set them off yourself. He'll come scampering to see what's amiss. Take him then. You may not be one of mine, but you're a red one, steel to soul. I can count on you. Take this smoldering coal and use it on the bombs. Since that night, I'll not misprize the priest's guile. Already the whole camp's on alert, rearing to revenge Ball. If this one is one of the kobolds' tricks and they're thinking of ambushing us here, they won't live long enough for regrets. How did that hit me? Looks like an Aether 8 that going to a tree. Huh. Floating islands. In a roaming born. I didn't even realize. Too bad they never utilized them. Anyway. Well, tell me the good news. Did you rid us of that priest? His helm ripped from that cunning head of his. You've done me a great service, adventurer. Will you do another for the Red Swallows? Take the helm out to Private Lugabelle at Camp's Bronze Lake. Tell him the priest is dead. Pup that he is, having a trophy will mean that much to him. An adventurer or not, you're one of us now. Times are just changing, yo. There's turning, they're turning like a mutinated ship. Mutinied ship. Who knows? Could be that being a friend of the Red Swallows proves a mighty useful thing. Water looks so good. Okay. Close the I know your face. The adventurer took my pleas, but to no avail. You come from Overlook? Is all well there? The priest is dead. The swallows, I thought perhaps they thought my wounds just deserts and left me to my shame. He did not tell you, I had the east watch that night. 'Twas me that failed, and near died in the failing. Look, see these cuts inside the helm? One from each of the red swallows. These are the same marks we make in the woods, so that no comrade may be lost. I thank you for bringing this. I am the most fortunate man in the world. Okay, that's it for Camp Bronze Lake and Camp Overlook. Time to go hunting. Oh yeah, 35 and 36, right? Yeah. Oh. ship memory. Jungle Troll. Okay. Wing Catcher Bully. That was lucky. Wing Catcher Bully docks. Wing Catcher Bully is like this whole thing. Wish they gave me a little more to go on, but there we go. Yeah, I found one. Shit. Oh, you're a big boy. Okay. Where's that come from? That was crazy. It happens. Should have been focused on what I should be doing. The long climb. Might be able to get it. And all I had to do was die. Oh, you were meant to be a dungeon, right? I will stop saying that. Or something. still need to kill one more of them though, right? Just once I like to pass a day without being lectured on my form. But like it or not, I'm stuck with that bloody bloat lord. You can pick up your friends, but you can pick your friends, but not your family, you know? I pray you do not take excessive pride in your achievements. Accomplished though you may be, your archery is far from perfect. The last layers training demands my undivided attention. You will have to wait your turn, yo. Alright. I will return with the job quest. And then possibly some guild heists. Possibly. Alright, I'm back. Nice, I finally get to... Wait, level 30. Did I not realize I had a role quest the entire time? Am I that crazy? Or is it just that there was a level 30 after the level 30 that I didn't realize was there? That must be it. Well met, yo. Would that we had the time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another XL dirigible has been spotted over at the Twellswood, BC. The reappearance calls to mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. While I say battle, most are agreed that massacre would be rather more apt. The XL dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year it was, more than 2 decades past. A humbling episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a woman better than its sting. But let's speak of cheerful matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Twelveswood, the one they call the God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Judd Hantel, and he was once of the God's Quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Gentel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Gentel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to battle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a heart. And here we were hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Gentel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west of Quarry Mill and South Shroud. Gentel is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Gentel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Damage dealt by 1%. Repertoire is affected. Trigger repeating. Wilson just fell. Can only be executed while that boat. I'm excited. Then become a bard. Another guest. You were kind to pay me a visit, young one. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the Twellswood, and we could want for little more. Ah, but the curl of your lips tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Yo, was it? Yes, yes, I am gentle, the one they called the God's bow. But that was in another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one, and you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the valedictorious fool tell us this much. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse. Well, 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 I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be of the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be a good place as any for us to begin. Listen well, yo. There is a Moogle named Buku Poki who can oft be found wandering in areas situated east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Poki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, O puissant Athic. Turn thee over the hourglass of time that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. I am but a simple minstrel, though once I served with the god's quiver. My days are now measured by stanza and verse. It has been long years since I last set foot in the Twellswood, yet I could no longer ignore fate's insistent pull, and so I shall abide here for a time until certain matters are laid to rest. Okay. It's kind of nice to know that I'm not hunting anything more in the three main areas. Everything is, the last two are in fourth area, Central Highlands. That won't be for a little bit, so nothing to worry about but do quests and guild heists maybe. How could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Kupo. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent. I'll allow, but you've caught me at a bad time, Kupo. Now be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Gentel sent you. You should have said so sooner, Kupo. You do know that Gentel is no ordinary bard, yes. His songs can solve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope, and that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Kupo. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Gentle to stay and sing in the forest. Only now has he deigned to set foot here again, but he's refusing to sing for us. That's a blatant breach of promise, Kupo. But what's this? Why your being resonates with the chords similar to Gentel's, perhaps even identical, Kupo. By the 12, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man that's saying a lot, Kupo. Ye gods, your coming had so excited me, my predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give to Gentle, you see, but it was stolen as I napped, Kupo. I roused just in time to espy the thief and attempted to give chase. Alas, Drownsies robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw of the overboard brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Taker's Rock, Lupo. Now I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Gentel in my stead? Last I saw of that overguard brigand, he, or possibly... same dialogue. So many trees. These motherfucker. Have you recovered the charm? You did it, Kupo. Please, you must now deliver it to Gentel. Tell him that Puko, no, Poki, thinks him a cunning rogue, but is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing. Oopalololo. Well, there's the moon. A lot of green stars. Welcome back, yo. You have a charm and a message for me from Pocono Poco, you say. A cunning rogue, am I? Huh. I suppose I must explain. Pocono Poki and I go back a long way. To when first I took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Pocono Poki has long desired that I remain in Twellsword to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the Twellsword problematic. I thought by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease Popino Pokey. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. What the Muggles lack in grace, they aptly make up for in wit. The creatures are great lovers of songs. That you return with the charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as a bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of a bard. Pupino Pokey asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Muggles, bestowed upon those they deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense is this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but stringed instruments, played by the same hand. Go now, yo, and let your body and soul drink deep the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Popino Pokey's wild expectations. Nice. Double nice. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, I need to be a bard. Hello? Hey, oh shit. Is today, yeah, is today Thursday? Shit, okay, alright, I'm gonna drive over now. Oh, okay, 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 and take 10 off my something. Alright, thanks. Sorry about that. Shit. Alright, I gotta go. Everyone be easy, and I'll take care. I'll see you in the next one.